12,000 years ago, before the pyramids, before writing, before cities, someone built the world's first megaliths, and then they buried it. Göbekli Tepe rewrites everything we thought we knew about civilization, and the people who built it might not have been who we imagine at all. Picture the world 12,000 years ago. There are no empires, no kings, no temples. Humanity is still wandering, hunting, gathering, surviving day to day. We've always imagined these people as simple, living in small bands, struggling against nature. Yet, on a lonely hill in southeastern Turkey, something impossible was rising. Massive stone pillars, some weighing 10 to 20 tons, carved with animals so precise and expressive that even modern sculptors pause in disbelief. Someone gathered people from miles away. Someone fed them, organized them, inspired them. Someone gave them a reason to build. Göbekli Tepe is older than Stonehenge by 6,000 years, older than Egypt by 7,000 years, older than writing by 8,000 years, and its existence forces us to ask a single uncomfortable question. How did hunter-gatherers build something this advanced? When archaeologists uncovered the first T-shaped pillars, they thought they had stumbled onto an ancient cemetery. Then another ring appeared, then another. Now we know Göbekli Tepe wasn't a single temple. It was a complex of ceremonial structures. These pillars are not random. Each circle is aligned, each stone placed with intention. Some pillars are almost 3 times the height of an adult human. But here's the part that keeps researchers awake. There are no signs of daily life, no homes, no hearths, no trash pits. This wasn't a village. It wasn't a camp. It was something else, a gathering place, a sanctuary, a place where clans met, feasted, performed rites. Whatever it was, it required logistics, planning, and cooperation on a scale never seen before in human history.
We usually imagine ancient builders as trained workers, specialists, or forced labor. But Göbekli Tepe was created by people with no farms, no kings, no hierarchy. Or so we thought. Because to organize hundreds of people, you need structure, you need leadership, you need shared belief. These builders were not simple tribespeople. They were stone carvers, hunters, engineers, visionaries. They had the intelligence to design, the strength to build, and the imagination to believe in something beyond survival. Their carvings of foxes, vultures, boars, lions, snakes were not illustrations. They were symbols, communications, messages from a culture sophisticated enough to express ideas in stone. Göbekli Tepe was not primitive. It was revolutionary. The story we learned in school goes like this. First came farming, then villages, then temples, then civilization. But Göbekli Tepe doesn't fit that story. It seems to show the opposite. First came belief, then came temples, then came farming, then civilization. Archaeologists found that soon after Göbekli Tepe was built, the first experiments with domesticated wheat began right around the same region. Imagine that. People gathered to build these stone circles, and suddenly feeding large groups of workers became essential. So they planted, harvested, stored. Göbekli Tepe may have accidentally sparked the agricultural revolution, meaning religion didn't grow out of farming, farming may have grown out of religion. The carvings at Göbekli Tepe are not random decoration. They're consistent, organized, intentional. A vulture carrying a sphere, a fox walking upright, a headless human with an erect stone pillar towering above him. Some researchers believe these carvings may represent stories, or even an early form of myth or sacred text. Others think they record astronomical events mapping the sky during the Younger Dryas period. Then there is the most unsettling interpretation, that Göbekli Tepe may have been a place of transformation, where the living became ancestors, where rites of death were performed, where people connected with the supernatural world. We don't know. And that mystery gives the site its power.
There is no name for the culture that built Göbekli Tepe, no written record, no descendants claiming their legacy. All we have are their stones. And yet, from these stones, we can see that they were organized, intelligent, and spiritually complex. Some archaeologists believe these people were the ancestors of later Neolithic societies that spread across Anatolia and into Europe. Others think the builders may have disappeared after climatic shifts forced new ways of life. But whoever they were, they shaped the entire future of humanity. Their ideas, shared feasting, ritual gathering, monumental construction, echo in every civilization that came after. Then comes the biggest mystery of all. They buried it. Intentionally. Layer after layer of backfill, stone, soil, refuse, carefully packed into the circular enclosures. This was not abandonment. It was closure. Like a library sealed forever. A chapter humanity was not meant to return to. Some think the builders moved on to a new era, to farming, settled life, new forms of society. Others believe the rituals were no longer needed. And some wonder if climate change or social transformation forced them to leave the old world behind. Whatever the reason, the act of burial preserved the site almost perfectly for 12,000 years, as if they wanted someone far in the future to find it. And we did. Göbekli Tepe changes everything. It tells us we were wrong about the timeline of civilization, wrong about the capabilities of our ancestors, wrong about the origins of belief, cooperation, community. Humanity didn't rise slowly and painfully. We soared, guided by imagination, faith, and the desire to build something bigger than ourselves. Göbekli Tepe is not just the world's first temple. It is the world's first proof that humans have always been more extraordinary than we think. And its story reminds us, we come from builders, dreamers, creators, people who carved their beliefs into stone so the future would never forget them. Göbekli Tepe is not a ruin. It is a message from the dawn of humanity. You were capable of greatness long before you knew it.